29.27 seconds.
Yeah, stop my time.
So, formally, good evening, everybody. Welcome. Look at that amazing sea of blue. I can't believe it. It's just amazing. So many different colours and shapes and sizes and articles of blue. I never imagined it would look so beautiful. So thank you so very much. Now, just before we kick off, I'd like to do the welcome of country. And we begin the evening by acknowledging the Wadawurrung people as the traditional owners of the land, waterways and skies. And we pay our respects to the elders, past, present and emerging. So, as I said, welcome everybody. I was about to say welcome YouTubers, but I can't do that now. Yeah, what a fantastic turnout of blue, just so amazing. So we'll just kick off straight away. Everyone's been sitting around sort of a little bit blue. So let's get on to our first song. And it's Singing the Blues, 1A. So book 1A, Singing the Blues. Now I just wanted to do a version check with you. My understanding is that there might be different versions of this song. So the one that we're playing tonight, it's literally got 4 verses which start with Well I Never. So it's Well I Never, Well I Never. Then there's the bridge that says the moon and stars no longer shine. Then there's another verse, Well I Never, and then that's the end of it. Okay, so we're not going to repeat, we're not going to do multiple things. So is everybody are we all on the same page?
Right.
Yes.
And,
okay, fantastic.
And Judy, that there's one more down strum at the end of that measure that's shown at the end.
Right. Okay. Good. Everyone got that? At the very end, we're playing G chord, C chord, G chord, and then just one end in G strum. Okay. So let's kick us off.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Everything's wrong and nothing
Simpson feels now.
Okay, just remembering the intro is 2 beats per chord, and then we'll go straight into the song. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Raindrops keep falling on my head, just like the guy who's here to me for his bed. Nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. I said I didn't like the way he got things done, sleeping on the job. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head. That doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining, because I'm free. Nothing's worrying me.
Well done. So hopefully that's chased a little bit of the blues away. We're starting to feel a little bit warmer, getting the blood circulating in our bodies. And while we're just sort of warming up, I'd really like to take the opportunity to introduce the band. And as you know, it's a very much a blues, wintry weather type of effect tonight, the theme. So I'd like to introduce the violet blue, the invigorating breeze, Vicky. The dark blue, the deluge, Darren. The very fitting royal blue, rainstorm, Ross. And the ice blue, the inundation, Ian.
And I'd like to introduce the delectable darling, Judy.
I like to think of myself as just crazy blue and the giant wind gust, Judy. So as you can see, we have one member of the band down tonight, and I know we haven't got the YouTube running, but I would like to give a shout out to Dave, our normal bass player. He's unwell, and so couldn't make it with us tonight. But Dave, hope you're feeling better really soon.
Hi, Dave.
Now, Vicky, I just wanted to ask, this picture that's behind us, did you notice that there's a tiny, tiny little frog in the rain?
I did, Judy. I can see that little frog just
Yeah,
there.
see, he's pointing to which book and which number. So we've got our little frog friend. And I was just going to ask, is that frog any family relation or anything to your frog?
Actually, it's his cousin.
Ah,
And my Ferdinand, he's a very, very friendly frog.
very good. So, given that you've got your pet acoustic frog, at home, does he, do you have a pond or something for him?
Oh,
to-
Judy, we have a swimming pool for Ferdinand.
Oh, wow, he's a very special frog.
He's very spoiled.
See, I also have a little pond at home. It's not a swimming pool, but it's a little pond. And I've got 4 goldfish in my pond at home. And I've called them Mixolydian, Dorian, Major, and Minor.
Judy, how do you tell them apart?
Only by their scales.
Dum-dum-boom.
Nice one.
So today is a a really special day, of course, because we've all come together and we've all got our blues on and we're having a wonderful time beating those winter blues. But in fact, it is a special day today. It's the shortest day of the year, being the 21st of June. And so basically what happens in that case is the Earth rotates around the Sun, but it's always slightly off-centre. And so depending on whether it's at its major or least tilt is depending on whether we get the longest day of the year with the most sunshine or the shortest day of the year, which is today. And so today we actually have 9 hours and 53 minutes of daylight. And that's 4 hours and 30 minutes less than the summer solstice, which is December 21. So it's a lot of difference. But you know, Ross, I am so excited about tomorrow. I can hardly stand myself. And do you know why?
Why?
Tomorrow, we get an additional 5 seconds of daylight. I just don't know what to do with myself. I've been planning this for months.
Maybe you could do your hair, Judy.
Oh, excuse me? That's a bit rude. Have you seen yourself in the mirror lately?
Have you looked in the mirror?
No,
Takes one to know one.
So we're going to move on to our next song, which is Blue by You, Book 1, number 17.
Thanks for that. Probably that. Okay, so we're just going to start with the 4 bars of C. And we're not going to go too fast. I've been told not to go as fast as we're all listening. And that in the Ross Stats hosting is a bit better. So we'll slow it down. Right, let's kick it off.
Come on, stay on Blue Bayou.
that's 3 in a row we've nailed the ending.
Wow. I know.
Very
Setting a cracking standard.
Okay, we'll just move straight into the next song. Have you ever seen the rain? Book 3, number 9. So I don't know whether you can see clearly the image up on the screen, but it's all the lyrics of the song, but in the shape of that little, the little picture, with the little the little umbrella and the little person and everything. It's all got the lyrics written in it. All right, let's kick this song off. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? It's coming down on a sunny day. Yesterday and days before, sun is cold and rain is hot. I know it's been that way for all my time. Till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow. I know it can't stop. I wonder. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day.
Wow, listen to you, we're killing it, aren't we?
Great bass playing, Ian.
So the next song that we're going to play is actually a new song. So we've got a little handout sheet for you.
Thank you, Nana.
I'd like to, has Jenny got blue rollers in her hair?
Yes.
Good, excellent. I can't see through these blue tints.
And originally Blue Skies was written by Irving Berlin in 1926 and used in the musical Betsy. But it was amazing because it's actually been featured in a number of other places. In 1927, it was recorded by a funny name band called the Knickerbockers. In 1927, by Al Jolson in The Jazz Singer. In 1935, it was recorded by Benny Goodman and his orchestra. In 1946, it was recorded by Count Basie. In 1954, Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye performed the song in the movie White Christmas. 1958, Ella Fitzgerald recorded it with her own scat jazz styling, jazz hands. And if you're a Trekkie, I'm a Trekkie, but yes, who's a Trekkie? Yeah. And amazingly, it was even featured in the film Star Trek Nemesis, and it was actually sung by Lieutenant Commander Data. Who's the
hologram deck.
Isn't it amazing?
I love
Hologram.
Yeah. Then in 1978, 20 years after Ella Fitzgerald's version of it, it was recorded by Willie Nelson as a #1 country music hit.
I think I'm missing a side of the page. It's supposed to be outside, on the other side.
Helen's coming around with some more.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Oh my goodness, do I really want this?
Helen, can I have a couple?
Overall, you'll need 2 pages. There's 3 new songs for this theme night. So you'll need 2 pages. One's back and front.
Now, if everyone can have a look at their blue skies for me, and thank you to Ross. With the chords there, you'll see that he's got a little number on the C, and it's a 4. So what that indicates is, if you can in this song, play your C chord with your pinky. And the reason why you're going to do that is for finger economy. And what I mean by that is, we're going to free up our other fingers, and also when we change to the chord of F minor, our pinky's already on that spot. So if you look at the little spot there, never saw the sun shining so bright, it goes from C to F minor and back to C again. So if you use your pinky, then all you've got to add is the 2 other fingers on that first fret for your F minor, and then leave your pinky there for your C. Does that make sense to everybody? And then where it says instrumental, I'm just going to do a little bit of a la la la, because obviously we're 1 man down tonight. Now we're also going to do this at a slightly slower pace because it is a new song, so we're not going to rush it, so it'll give your fingers time to change to those new chords. Has everyone got a copy of Blue Skies in front of them now? Yep, we're all right to go. Brendan's right to go.
Thanks,
I saw your hat nodding and your blue hair.
for passing those out for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice and cruisy. For 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue skies, smile at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song. Nothing but blue skies from now on. I never saw the sun shining so bright.
you're in love, my honey fly on the blue sky, smiling at me. Nothing but blue skies do I see. The blue days, all of them gone. Nothing but blue skies from now on.
That was beautiful. Absolutely
That
beautiful.
was terrific, given that it's a new song. Well done,
Give yourselves a
everybody.
clap.
Yeah.
Done.
So, moving right along, we'll get on to the next rainy kind of day. When the rain tumbles down in July. For number 8.
Hey, Slim Dusty, I knew he had to make an appearance here at the Blues Winter Day. I'm a little bit nervous over that guy in the spiked hair down there keeps giving me these daggery looks. So if security, if something happens, just, you know, repeat.
I've actually called the cops.
Thank you. We have to look after each other, Vicky. Okay, this is Slim Dusty. Let's just quickly check the ending. Because, you know, I'm seeing that these guys here pull off perfect endings. I want to make a perfect landing here tonight too. So we're going to come along at the last line there. When the rain tumbles down in June, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Let's do it again. When the rain tumbles down in June, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay, if you could do, he did it again, so just be wary. Rhonda, I'll just shift back a bit if I was you. There's no telling what he's capable of. Here we go, Slim Dusty, and this is the song that the first song that he wrote on his farm in Kempsey, sitting on the tent stand. And it was on a winter just like we're having with lots of water, and water was just everywhere in the farm. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me wander north to the homestead, way out further on the road, by a gully in front, let me linger, when the sun-rays sunshine has flown, where the moss tangle up on the creek bed, and clouds fill the old northern sky, and the cattle move back from the lowlands, when the rain tumbles down in July. The settlers with sad hearts are watching the rise of the spring from the dawn. Their best crops are always in flurry. If it rises much more, they'll be gone. The cattle string out along the fences. The breeze from the south races by. The limbs of the old elms are falling when the rain tumbles down in July. The sleeping comes by the river, awakened to birds straying by. From the flats where the fences have vanished, as the storm clouds gather on high, the wheels of wagons stop turning.
That must be 6 out of 6. Pretty good batting average, huh? Very good. So that song had a bit about cows being flooded out and having to get moved to the higher ground because of floods. But I wanted to have a little chat about an idiom. It's raining cats and dogs. So of course everybody knows what that means. Of course it means really torrential rain and really big flooding and everything. But where did it originate? Like, who the heck come up with, oh, it's raining cats and dogs? Why would you say that? So I looked it up, did a bit of research, and one theory is that the term raining cats and dogs was derived from the 17th century in England, when the drainage and the streets were really disgustingly filthy, and the drainage was so poor that the streets became raging rivers when it really had a heavy deluge. And unfortunately, the pets that were left on the streets often drowned. So it's a bit sad. And so what happened was the dead dogs and cats were just sort of swept all over the streets. And then eventually the water subsided. And then when people come out of their homes after the rain, it looked like it had rained cats and dogs, because there was all these dead cats and dogs everywhere. So it's a bit sad, isn't it, really? Yeah.
I thought it was about the footy.
So that's about cats and dogs. But what would you call it if it was raining ducks and chickens?
Foul weather.
Seriously foul weather. So, unfortunately, I hope I don't end up in the next place after telling such a really bad joke.
But you might.
The next one is Folsom Prison Blues, Book 1, 12A.
What a great picture, Judy. Look at that connection with the audience. Ian just said he thinks that's him in the front row there. Was that for all your petty larceny?
The bass playing. All right, let's get Johnny Cash happening here. Look, I just want to point out, in the interest of nailing the ending, that each of these chords that we see there in those key positions, like at the end of the line and in the instrumental section there, each one of those C notations or F actually represents 2 measures or 2 bars of music. Is that right? Yeah. So we'll give a count like this, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I count like that, that represents 1 C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we do another one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so by the time we get down to the bottom, when I let out on some whistle, blow my blues, oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Because there's that last chord down the bottom should actually have a down arrow, just one strum on its own. So if you just follow what we do, or maybe we'll follow what you do. All right, let's give it a go. I think this is a great song. Johnny Cash. A 1, 2, 3, 4. I hear the train coming, it's rolling round the bend. I can see the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps rolling.
hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry.
Take a seat. Here we go to G.
I bet there's rich parties in a fancy dining hall. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. But I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But I think the people who will, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they free me from this prison, if the railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom prison, that's where I want to stay. I think that lonesome whistle, oh, my blues away.
G. That's definitely Ian in the third row there. I think it's that guy with the spiked hair. In the
Rhonda, can you actually see us with,
Feel free to say sit down in front.
So we had a look at raining cats and dogs idiom, and I've got another, the blue idiom, which I was quite interested in, is once in a blue moon. Once again, of course it means something that very rarely happens or doesn't happen very often, but where did it come from? Where did this originate from? So what it is, it comes from the occurrence of a second but very rare appearance of a full moon in the same month. It's very rare that you end up having two in the same month. And this second moon is called a blue moon. So hence, it doesn't happen very often, so once in a blue moon. So there's a little bit of just friendly trivia for you.
I have learnt so much tonight, Judy. I've learnt to change hairdressers.
Okay,
We-
oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go. Please. So the next, what's happening down there?
Don't have a blue, they say.
She said don't have a blue.
Oh, very good.
No,
Who was that?
never,
Was that
never.
Oh, well done. So the next song is in your little handout sheet. It's a new song, again, Singing in the Rain. And I'm sure everybody knows this very, very well. And it featured in it was a feature song in the 1952 American musical comedy starring Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor, and Debbie Reynolds. And it was about Hollywood in the 1920s with the three stars portraying performers caught up in the transition from silent movies to talkies, the first of the talking movies. And of course, if you've seen the video clip or the movie, Gene Kelly performs the song actually dancing through all the puddles and in the rainstorm. And at one part he's up on the lamppost and the rain's pouring off the gutters of the roof, and he actually takes away his umbrella and his hat and he leans back. I'm going to lose my hair. He leans back and the rain pours on his face, but he still keeps singing. It's just incredible. Really, really amazing.
Sing underwater.
Yeah. So Vicky, would you like to take us on this
I
one?
would. So this is in your handout. We've got 2 beats per chord, and we're going to start with the do, 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 and then we'll go into our singing. Where the instrumental is, I'm going to wet my whistle because I'm going to whistle. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling! I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart, and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, and a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm just singing and dancing in the rain. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, have a smile on my face. I'll walk down the lane with a happy refrain. I'm just singing and dancing in the da 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 da.
Thanks, Vicky. That was beautiful. Thank you so much. And of course, well done, everybody. as well. So we've just been talking about people getting dumped rain on and, singing in the rain and everything. But Vicky, do you reckon we could make it rain inside the house?
I think I could make it rain inside the
Impossible.
hall. No, I think I
Impossible.
can. I think I can.
Turn the sprinklers on.
Now, there's going to be some instructions, so everyone has to concentrate, because when I move down here with you, I'm not going to use any words. And so you have to watch what I'm doing. Now, when I give you a new action, you have to keep the action going until I tell you to change. And our actions are going to be 4 different actions. We're going to rub our hands together. We're going to lick both our fingers together. We're going to pat our knees. And then we're going to stamp our feet. Now I'm going to split you up into 4 groups, and we're going to start with one side, and when I go to the next group, the first group keeps going, second group starts, keeps going, third, fourth, and I'll just tell you what to do and when to stop, okay? So if I go like this, that means we're stopping, and if I point to your section, that means it's your turn to change. It'll become clear when I come down. Okay, so roughly down here start down here with group 1. Give yourself.
Thanks, Vicky. There's some towels in the kitchen if anybody wants to dry themselves. But well done. I didn't participate in that at all, just because I wanted to listen, and it really sounded fantastic. It's such a great effect. Really good. And we did. We made it rain. So the next song we're going to do is Lights on the Hill. Another rainy sort of song. Book 1, 10A. And I've got a tiny little personal story to tell you about this. Part of the lyrics of this song, where it says, "There's rain on the road, I can feel the load start shifting in a dance." And then it goes on and says, "I can't believe this is really happening to me, but I'm over the edge and down the mountainside." I've actually had a personal experience of this, just down at Forest, going down to Stevenson's Falls many, many years ago when I was in my 20s. And we used to do a lot of camping. And my brother and his wife and my husband Shane and myself, we were in my brother's car and we had a trailer on the back. And we were just going along it's not really a mountain, is it, down in Forest, but like the hills, and the valley goes right down into, it's quite steep. And we were going along, and it was raining, and had been raining for quite some time. And we're going along, and I remember so succinctly in my own brain, my brother just said, "Oh no, hold on." And what had happened was the car skidded with the trailer on the back, and we were meant to turn right, and like the curve of the road went right. And the car wouldn't turn because all the tyres were all muddy. And literally, the car kept going and it went over the side. And it was a really steep, right down to the valley at the bottom. But there was a couple of things that saved us, and, someone was looking over us that day. When the car went over the side, the trailer hitch broke. So the whole trailer with all our camping gear and everything just stayed up on the road. It just broke and stopped. And so the extra weight didn't kind of take us over the edge. But the car, it just went straight over, and it was actually on its side. There was 3 really big tree ferns. And as the car went over, the tree ferns got pushed over, but it stopped the car going any further. And it was just a miracle, really. And if those things hadn't have happened, the car would have just rolled all the way down to the bottom of the valley. And if anyone's been there, it's very, very steep, very high cliffs. And I got to say, we've never ever moved so fast in our whole life. My husband and I were in the back seat, and we had a big esky next to us. And because the car went that way, the esky came down on us, and it just landed on us. But we clambered over the esky, wound the window down, because the old cars those days had winding windows, and so it was literally winding the window down like this, because it was above us, and all four of us just scurried out of the car like little mice and back up onto the road, and just stood next to this trailer that was completely undamaged, and we kind of went, well, what happened? And it was such a shock, but we survived. And so these lyrics that, you know, over the edge and down the mountainside, it just makes my tummy really turn, because it's such a horrible memory. But we survived, so it was a good memory in a way. So Darren.
Okay, so just a reminder about the structure of this. So we play through it's a long straight road, and then through to it's long tough haul from way down south, and then we get to that bridge. There's rain on the road, I can feel the load starting to shift. And then the last verse, you notice that right down the bottom there's a return to asterisks. What that means is we go back to there's rain on the road, I can feel the load starting to shift, and do the last verse a second time. So we're basically playing all the way through the first go, and then we're going back to that G7, there's rain on the road, and just repeating that second and last verse. And don't forget, we have to finish this really, really good, because Ross is a mad keen Steam Dusty fan, and if he's below this, we're in trouble. So you'll notice that at the end there's single strums on that C, G, C. We've played this song hundreds of times, Les. Wouldn't you say? Hundreds? Yeah. We should be able to get this right. So we'll start off on the C.
So we're not doing the intro, we're just doing C.
We'll just do C. We'll get going on C just to get the pace.
It's a long straight road at the edge of this city. I can't help thinking of the good I see, and the long, long roads of my life are calling me. These rough old hands are glued to the wheel, my eyes full of sand from the way they feel.
was a slim, dusty ending, if ever I've seen one. Or heard one.
Wow, that was really fantastic job. So the next song is the other song in our new pack, and it's Blue Suede Shoes. So we're going to start getting a little bit of energy happening in this hall. So this song was written and first recorded by American singer, songwriter and guitarist Carl Perkins in 1955, and it suggested that Perkins played a dance in the December of 1955 and noticed a couple dancing near the front of the stage. But between songs, he heard the boy scold his partner, "Oh, don't step on my suedes." And he noticed that there was a scuff on one of the boy's shoes. But what amused Perkins was to see that the boy actually cared more about his shoes than the pretty girl that he was dancing with. And so it was, he started writing the song about the incident that night. And it was the first to incorporate elements of all blues, country and pop music of that time. And then of course Elvis recorded it in 1956. So I was just sort of having a little look around and something amazing caught my eye. Ross, what on earth are you wearing? Woohoo!
It's just a little number I picked up. Actually, I'm dressed tonight by the Fashion House of Monroe, so thanks to my sponsors, Fashion House.
Salvation Army.
Yeah, your blue suede shoes are smoking.
Just don't step on me, okay?
Right.
Hey, let's get this one moving. Just a couple of things about the song. You'll notice that it has an F7 chord. Now, if you want to play the F7, just let your ring finger fall down. You've got an F chord there. If you let your ring finger fall where it wants to go, that becomes an F7. But you know what? F will be fine if you just want to play the F. Now, the other thing that I'll just draw your attention to, we're going to end on, don't you step on my blue suede, shoes, 2, 3, 4, strum. So that when we get to that very last line and hit the word shoes, it's actually a count of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and one more thing. It's a little bit funny to start the song because we count in 1, 2, 3, 4. But when you hear me say 4, that's when we go, well, it's a 1 for the night. So the word 1, that comes on beat 1 of the next measure. So it'll be like this. A 1, 2, 3. Well, it's a 1 for the money, 2 for, and so on. Okay? So we get in that quick, well, it's up. And when we hit the 1, that's on beat 1 of the next measure. Here we go.
And Ross, what about the bottom there with the quiet little bit?
Oh, yeah, good one, Vicky. In fact, so I look at you and I think it's a boat. But, so, thank you.
Bless you, my son.
That last bit, if you've heard what Elvis does, he lays right down when he gets to that final chorus. So when we hit that instruction there, quiet at start, build to full on the last line, those measures on C, blue, blue, we're going to be really soft. Right? Blue, 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 suede shoe. Blue, 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 suede shoe. Then we hit the F7, bring it up a bit. Blue, 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 suede shoe. Blue, blue. But when we hit that G7, don't leave anything on the table. Okay? Yeah, that rainstorm we had before, that was nothing. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3. Well, it's a 1 for the money, a 2 for the show, a 3 to get ready. Now go and go, and don't you step on my blue suede shoes. You can do anything to lay off my blue suede shoes. You can knock me down, stare in my face, slam my name all over the place. Do anything that you want to do, but honey, lay off my shoes and don't you step on my blue suede shoes.
Ian, that was making my hips move.
I thought the thunder was back.
Wow, I think we need a bit of oxygen from that international night, with that oxygen coming out of the aeroplanes. So we're just going to take a little break now, and I've got some prizes to award. But first of all, I would really like to say thank you so much for everybody turning out in blue. Absolutely, it looks amazing from up here. Really, really good. So, first of all, I better get my bag. So, the first prize I'd like to award is, I think, is the best hat-hair combination in the room, and it goes to Brendan. Well done, Brendan. You look fantastic. The second prize I'd like to award is the most homely, comfy person in the room, and it's Jenny.
Come on now.
No. You look fantastic.
Jenny just said she didn't go to any trouble at all. She's just going to go home and hop into bed. Like, no drama. Maybe take the rollers out, Jen.
Oh, in the morning.
Yes.
Brendan, do you want to open your gift?
You can open your
Just
gift,
open it
Brendan.
up and...
Is that
Have a look and
Brendan?
see what it is.
I thought it was Tom Petty.
Jenny, would you like to open your gift?
I wonder what's in there.
It's blue.
It is blue. Funny about that.
It's towely.
Mentos.
Mentos.
I don't know what it is.
It's a little hand towel.
You know, love, for when you do the dishes.
So the next little prize I'd like to give out is, look, I couldn't resist. Everybody looks great, but I just couldn't resist giving a prize to my twin, Jackie.
Come on, Jackie.
We're twins.
Or Tina Turner, as she's also known as.
This will help in the winter time.
Passion killers. Bond's cottontails. What is it? It's blue.
It's a box of tissues. Yeah, that'll help you when the...
That's all right. I thought they were blue face masks.
Oh, no.
Blue tissues. Anybody feeling sad?
You've got the blues.
So, I'd like to give the second best dressed person. This person has amazing little shoes, little stripy shoes, and little Elvis socks, and a little blue headband. Gita, would you like to come up, please? Amazing amount of blue. Looks lovely.
And also the rings and the necklace and her underwear, she told me.
Too much information.
Open it up, Gita. Don't keep us in suspenders. I mean, suspense. Suspense.
No one's got got blue suspenders
Well,
on.
how do you know?
Well,
How do you
I
know that?
well, you just might.
Oh, yeah. I just might, yes.
Oh, Ian, that was a bit of a glow.
Blue M&Ms.
Yeah. Is that because you'd rather Rhonda wear them?
So I'd like to announce the first prize, which I think is the best dressed person, but in this case it's people. I'd like to... Are you a people?
False alarm.
I would like to award this to the couple in the room, which is Bill and Julie. I think you both look fantastic. So come on up. Come on up and show us.
Don't get too close to me.
Come on at the front. You guys are great.
Let's give it up for the winners.
I want a picture with you guys later.
You can open it up. You can open it up. It's a very secure man wears a tutu.
Stage so we can see you. Stand up on the stage so we can see you.
Oh, yes, yes.
They've got matching socks. Blue and cloudy socks. They've got blue tutus, blue shirts, blue hair, and blue chocolates. Yeah.
And that's blue. Oh, no.
And of course the blue hair looks sensational. Well done. Thank you so much. So the next song we're going to do is a real favourite, I think a real crowd favourite. We play it a lot. And even though we've had songs with the blue theme and the rain theme, this has actually got both in it. So it's a super special song. Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, book 4, number 1. I nearly lost my husband over this picture because he said, "Oh, I will love this woman. Who is she?" It's his favourite.
And you said to him, it's Vicky.
One, 2, 3, 4.
Goodbye.
song. Let's give it up for Judy.
It's a little different standing doing the lead uke than sitting behind everybody hiding. So the next song is one of my favourites actually. It's Rhythm of the Rain. Book 4, number 20.
So, with this one, it's a little bit of a relaxed calypso-y sort of a strum, and 2 strums on each of those chords for the intro. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again. The only girl I ever loved has gone away. I'm looking for a brand new start. Little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. Rain, please tell me now, does that seem fair? For her to steal my heart away and she don't care. My hand held another when my heart's somewhere far away. The only girl I ever loved has gone away. Looking for a brand new start. Little does she know that when she left that day, along with her she took my heart. Rain, please tell me now, does that seem fair? For her to steal my heart away when she don't care. I can't love another when my heart's somewhere far away. Listen to the rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. I wish that it would go and let me cry in vain, and let me be alone again. Oh, listen to the falling rain. Pitter patter, oh, oh. Listen to the falling rain. Pitter patter, oh, oh.
Thanks, Black Elvis.
So we're actually coming to the end of the evening. We've only got one more song to play. And I'd just really like to sincerely, really truly from my heart, thank you so much for joining us and making such an effort with all your blue. You're absolutely beautiful and thank you so much. And I was going to say thank you to you YouTubers, but sorry YouTubers. And I'd also like to thank the members of the band, Deluge Darren, over there. James Ross, Inundation Ian, and Invigorating Breeze, Vicky.
And look, I just wanted to say a couple of words about this magnificent wigged human being. A lot of work has gone into tonight, and I think Judy has done an absolutely brilliant job. So let's give her a big clap. So Judy, I'd like you to accept a little blue gift, and I'd like you to open your gifts as well, and we can see what's inside.
Oh, thank you very much. It's an absolute pleasure to do this sort of night and with this sort of people, the interaction, the positive vibes that I get from the room. So thank you so much. Thank you, Vicky.
Thanks, Judy. Let's have a look what she's got in her blue goodie bag.
I have some rock candy, blue,
Blueberry.
oh blueberry rock candy.
Made in Melbourne too. I was impressed. Some blue socks for yoga.
Blue socks, bamboo blue socks. Keep my feet nice and warm during winter.
Excuse me.
Now this is an interesting little package. It's child-proof. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to swear in front of anybody, so.
It's blue furry cheese.
This
No,
is
it's
a
not.
little blue jewellery bag, and it's got two beautiful little blue earrings. So lovely. Yeah, thank you so much. Beautiful. There's more.
There's more.
Is it a set of things with steak knives?
Blue steak knives. No.
A packet of sweet peas. There's, Vicky knows I'm an ardent gardener, so
And look what they're called.
singing the blues, sweet pea. Oh, that's lovely. I think you're the sweet pea actually.
When I went to Bunnings and I'm trying to look at all the blue seeds, and as soon as I saw singing the blues, I thought, oh yes, yes, yes.
Do you want me to open the cup?
You can read that later if you like. It's all good. And it's blue.
It is blue. And it's got a little pussycat. It's got a little tiny pussycat on
Anyway, thank you so much, Judy, and thanks to everybody. Thanks to all of you. I mean, without you coming and making an effort, dressing in blue, coming out on a really freezing cold night, I'm really looking forward to that supper over there, and I can see blue on the plates, and it's going to be amazing. And how nice is it after some, let's be honest, pretty ordinary years through COVID that we're able to get together, have a supper, and have a great night like this. So thank you very much.
So after all the rain, after all the wintry blues songs, normally after rain a beautiful rainbow comes out in the sky. So we're going to play the last song of the evening, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Book 3, 25. And tonight we're actually doing something different, because tonight it's going to feature the beautiful vocals of our beloved Vicky. So if you feel like you would like to sit back and just relax and be serenaded by the band, please do so.
Now the strum for this one, this is the Summer Over the Rainbow, and we're going to put a sort of a so out of the 8, if you broke a measure down into 8, it would be, the most simple way is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, like that. But I'm going to go down and then leave that up and then carry on with that. Down, 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 down. So that's the sort of shuffle sound we'll get, and that's about all there is to add to that one, I think. Is there any other instruction? No. All right, here we go.
Back to the chorus.
Oh, yes, yes.
After you do the verses, we do the chorus, and then we do the last Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and then we go back, the number 1 there, back to the chorus, and then we just follow back down, and then we do the oohs at the very end. Oohs.
Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ooh.
eat. We've got some beautiful supper over there. I'm sure there'll be lovely blue food. And Milo. I believe we've got
Milo,
some
yeah.
Milo tonight. So woohoo!
So I'm wondering if we can have 2 or 3 tables out the back and we'll set the food up there. And a couple in the kitchen if we can have people up in there. That'd be really good. And just a reminder, we weren't able to transmit on YouTube tonight, but hopefully we have recorded it so you can watch out for the performance on YouTube in maybe a couple of days or so. So hopefully it'll all come together. But just one word of thanks from me too, not only for today, Judy, you did a magnificent job today. And fantastic. But also I want to say thank you to everyone here, not only for tonight, for the whole term. I think this has been our best term in 8 years. And all I can think of is how we're going to make it better next time. But we will. And so thank you very much.
Thanks everybody. Thank you. Stay warm, stay safe. Good night.
Let's eat something blue.